Hey, this is Wise Nubian. I'm going through my house as you see. My baby's in the dark, eating a breakfast in the morning, having a good time doing it. I'm going to change my output as far as what I'm making videos of these days because I'm really tired of the backlash and complaining about my people of color and how they do things. It's really tiresome. And I'm past the age of really feeling that I need to continue to try to teach people of color to do really anything. They're going to do what they want. And it's time for me to focus on my family, my own life, and who I am and what I'm about. And that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. So my videos are basically going to be about me, my family, whoever going to become my significant other or whatever culture I'm going to be participating in. Give it details of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I've been trying to move out of my house for 4 years now. And I took all the paintings and the artwork off the wall because I used to have it really nice. I'm an artist in my own right. And so I pretty much prepared to move in the sense far as getting my artwork off the wall and preparing to basically, hi, it's me, basically do me as far as doing the things I need, and really just getting things together. I just recently found out that my instructor passed away, and it kind of hurt me because he passed away 3 years ago, and I wasn't aware of that. Dendial Morgan, aka Nate Morgan. He was a mentor to me. I met him when I was in a group home when I was 17 years old. And, we had a very good relationship. He was a mentor, a role model to me. I looked up to him. I liked him, although he had a lot of characteristics I did not like. So I'm kind of changing the way I'm dealing with life because of him. And by him passing and what he did for me and how I feel about him is why I'm changing my outlook and how I'm not going to be debating and fighting and talking about how people of color are suffering and how we are not connected with other races, and especially men of color not being treated right. Now, I get my rant and rave on, don't get me wrong. I'm going to focus more on my children and just developing, impressive and improving methods of my lifestyle. And that's kind of what I want to work on. He was pretty much the closest person to me as a family member and all that because I didn't have anybody in America as long as I could remember. And, I tried to do the best I could in everything I did. Considering, being alone all this time, I pretty much raised myself. In the foster home systems and everything, I was always taking care of myself. Now, I talked briefly about this a long time ago, and so I'm, talking about it now. And it's just that I told you guys not to be putting your hands on the walls. This is something we don't do. Rutabaga, because this is the only country who do it. I can tell by where all the stains are. So this is something you don't do, rutabaga. I don't like that. But anyway, so I'm going to be dealing with stuff like that. Talking about things like my children, talking about how we need to improve for us. I don't know, where we need to move to, how we need to, maintain better functions in life, things of that nature. What type of woman I want to be with, because it's not that many opportunities like it would have been if I would have been more adamant about, pursuing. So we live in a very crazy society. So there's a lot of things going on that I'm not too thrilled about. So I'm like trying to deal with that. I'm kind of sad because I didn't know about him passing for 3 years. You know, I didn't find out until I talked to one of my instructors out of Chicago into the fighting arts, and they told me he passed. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Then I did research and found out what was going on. We had a miscommunication because some things happened that was falsely said about me, and it hurt me really bad because I don't play that. And when I found out about it, I had kind of distanced myself because he requested I don't get in touch with the person who made the fake claim. But I'm like, I'm the type of person, like, if you're going to say something about me derogatory, then you need to prove it. You need to show and prove. But he didn't want me to do it. So that angered me because I wanted to confront the situation, you know, because it was impossible for what I was accused of to ever be able to be proven without me being able to confront the person. So that never got resolved. And I hate not dealing with things that's not resolved. Are you all finished? Okay, you finished? Check off your vivid. Go to my room and look at the video in there. I'll be in a minute. Put all the crumbs and stuff in the garbage. And make sure you clean up. Anyway, so it really hurt me, and so I was upset. So I didn't get in touch with him like I normally would. So I wasn't aware. And by him being the type of person he is, he's not going to tell anybody if he's sick or anything. And so it was pretty intense, and I'm still getting more information from his wife about what happened and how it happened. So it's, you know, not cool. You know, because I'm going through my own challenges and stuff. And one thing I don't want to be is alone. And I'm not going to let anybody stop me from being happy. And if that means that I have to find someone who will accept me for who I am, and they may not be about, well, they will be about what I'm about. But the sad thing is that I have to deal with people who may, you know, say a lot of derogatory things and make statements. And, you know, we're living in a society that's not even real anymore compared to what we're supposed to be about. You know, I'm very adamant about a lot of things, but I have to look at life like, all right, it's time for life to give me what I need and want, because I've served life and people of color so long and they don't even care. And the fact that I've been going through this crap continuously and not getting any happiness out of it, you know. I don't look at life in the sense of saying I failed at something. I didn't fail at anything. Well, happiness, things failed to me, you know. I didn't get what I was supposed to get with the people I relied on to do what they were supposed to do. And so I have to take up residence in my life in the way I want and get what I need. I've always been a go-getter. I've always went out my way to do things to help people. But I haven't been a recipient. I'm trying to clean the floor with these wipes that's made for the floor to get these stains up in certain areas. And so I'm just being kind of lazy doing it this way because I don't feel like getting down here and doing a mop bucket and all that, because I'm really tired because I'm working with children 24/7, serving them day and night. And I don't really get the rest how I like to get because I'm a single parent. I'm not using excuses. I'm just giving you my life experience. I'm telling you what I'm really going through. So I have a lot of things I have to fix up, get in order, put in place. And it's tiresome, I ain't gonna lie. And then I have to get my regimen of working out in order, more organizing, getting everything in order. You know, it's a lot of work. And anybody who's a full-time parent, a real parent, not a time-wasting parent who most of the time they working and they hire somebody to do the job they supposed to do, and then they take the claim that they raising their children when they not. If you at work all day, you're not raising your children, somebody else is. And if you're not teaching them and they're not going to specific trainings to get the work or do the things they need to do, then you can't claim it for yourself like you raised them or somebody else did it. I raised my children for a time. Everything I do is based on realism, you know. I have to do everything myself. It's no joke. I'm just explaining, not complaining. And I'm being real about what's really taking place. And I want to help me. I want somebody who wants to love me, respect me for who I am, and really respect my plight. And right now I have dealt with a lot of people who are basically very selfish and don't give a hoot about what my plight has been. You know, the only thing they got to say about me is that's your fault. Well, you need to do this, or you need to conform, or do whatever they feel that I need to do to be accepted into the hall of shame and the practices of people who don't have any respect or dignity about their self, their culture, their history, or anything. I'm a very proud man. I've always been a proud man. And I've always tried to do the best I can in everything I do. That's why I'm giving you an in-depth look at just kind of how I'm living my life right now. You know, I dealt with diabetes. And, you know, the residual effect of diabetes is, of course, neuropathy. And neuropathy really hurts, man. I'm telling you, it's like working out 8 hours every day, all the time, day and night. And it takes a load. It don't take it off, it actually put it on. And it's very difficult. So it's like I'm having a lot of problems with that. So I'm trying to balance it. I'm going to give you an in-depth look about how my life is and what I'm doing. Okay, finish eating your apple. My children's on my bed. They're looking at this Korean lady and her African husband on TV. And I'm allowing them to do it because it's entertainment and all that nonsense. And they get to see children, and I think it's cute. But I'm not going to be in here to let y'all hear because that's for them to do that. And me, I'm having my own problems. So I'm trying to do what I need to do to put things in order. So let me walk out here so you can hear me and not her. But anyway, yeah. So I had this mucus problem that's really messed up. The mucus problem that I'm having is pretty much not allowing me to, not allowing me to really have a balance in my life when it comes to being healthy because of the mucus buildup, secondhand smoke, people smoking weed and stuff, and all kind of poisons that I deal with on a daily basis that have affected me. So I'm trying to get away from it, trying to clean my system, trying to do all kind of stuff to make me better. And it's not really helping me the way I would like it to because I haven't had the opportunity to really to do what I need to do. And that is to heal. So, you know, I'm having my challenges. And it's no joke, you know. But, you know, you got to be real about stuff. As real as I can be. And the situation is, I have to take care of me no matter what. I got herbs, I got neem, I have fenugreek, and all kind of different herbs to help break down the mucus and get out my system. I just have to drink a lot more water and teas to make that happen. I have to flush my system more. But, you know, everything is overwhelming to me because I'm doing so much. Okay, my first priority is, of course, to take care of my children, but my first priority actually is to take care of my health, to take care of my children. And that's how I have to get myself formulated. But, you know, I have a routine every day I got to deal with. I have to change a diaper for the one who's still needing her diaper change. I have to get my son on the toilet and get him to be washed up and clean every day. My daughter, too. I have to have curriculum for them to have so they can be learning something all the time. I try to keep them away from as much crazy stuff such as computers and anything on the internet that can be a negative influence on them. I have to make sure they keep their clothes clean, their body clean, and tell me if something is out of order that I need to attend to. And so, you know, I'm overwhelmed. You know, sometimes I don't clean as much as I do. Every day I'm doing what you see me doing now. Picking up, cleaning up, and everything. But it's not easy. And I don't have a setup where, excuse me, I have that support system in play. You know, I made a bad choice. And I got with somebody who did not want to have a family and did not want to be with me and did not want to raise a natural, culture-oriented family that I wanted. I ended up getting with someone who just wanted to kind of feed off of my energy and live with me based on the fact what they saw on YouTube, but they wanted to actually alter who I was and what I was about. They wasn't really supportive of who I was and what I was about. So now that, excuse me, I'm learning this, or learned this, I have to be very adamant and careful who I connect with. I can't get with people who are mentally disabled in their brain that they think that they have to change me or convert me into what they're about and not really respect what I'm about. And you know, that's a challenge in itself. You know, I've been wanting to move, but I have a washing machine and dryer. I have all the utensils. I have a backyard. It's concrete backyard, but it's still a backyard. I have all the things I need. Most of it I have to replace myself, like the washing machine, and well, not the washing machine, but this thing right here you're looking at. I had to replace this right here. This is a refrigerator fell. I talked about that in my last video. Got a new one now. It's a lot of work. You know, I had to fix my car and get rims on it. I'll tell you about all that. I'll show you it right now. You know, cause I'm getting more in depth because, you know, as you get older, you have to share. Because you may not never get a chance to do this again. So, this is my vehicle. You know, you remember I had the rims before. Now I got smaller rims. Had to get them custom made and stuff. They pretty cool, I guess. You know, my house, you know, so-called backyard, I live by neighbors who do their thing. This is my house area, you know. It's like I'm just trying to make things happen. I live in a neighborhood where the block, if you look at the block, it's like it's a one-way, but it's actually a two-way. And people be coming down here like doing over, 40 miles an hour. If you look real close, you can look at the mountains at the top. It's a beautiful sight in the sense of, you know, where I'm at. But you got your ups and downs and everything. Excuse me. But it's like, pretty much keep to myself. I don't really get out here trying to talk to too many people or tell people about my personal life or business because, of course, they won't understand it. You know, I'm deciding if I should cut off my locks and keep a shaved head for a while and regrow my stuff all over again as a new me. Because, you know, so much going on. And since the death of my big brother / mentor / instructor, you know, it's a form I could pay homage that way. I'm rather sad because I didn't even know he passed away. And he was an epitome of health, you know, vegan, always into health and nutrition. You know, he had a lot of things I didn't know about. That's why he related to me so much, because I remind him of him. I didn't know that. I recently found out. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't find out and I want to talk about, but I don't have nobody to talk to because I'm pretty much by myself with my children. Now, since I had the opportunity to basically see, since I had the opportunity to basically reach out to some of the grandmasters of the martial arts that I'm into, sorry about that, I had a chance to find out more about what's going on. You know, some of the head instructors who I learned and got my degrees from have reached out to me to ask me to be indoctrinated in the Hall of Fame and to be acknowledged as the Grand Master I am in my fighting arts and my skills. And I'm honored. I definitely want to do that, and they want me to be regional director out here in California. And then I got another person who's coming at me telling me I need to start giving lectures. and talking about stuff that I'm talking about, you know, just how people hate, self-hate, and how we need to heal from that, and maybe even get an offer where I can make money doing it. So, you know, I'm looking forward to all that if it actually happened. Because people tend to do a lot of talking out here in California, and that's any race. But, you know, I'm going to see what happens, and if people follow through and really want to work with me, I have a story to tell, and I'm definitely going to do it because I've done everything I can. YouTube, Facebook have more so, well, YouTube blocked me in years in the past. That's why I haven't been as popular as I could have been. And I can't focus on making videos and putting up more accounts every time I get blocked and kicked out. So, you know, some people are professional doing that. That's what they do. They're professional bloggers to the level that they know how to raise money. I would love to raise money that way, but I need a crew that will work with me. And then the other situation is that I'm a full-time daddy. And if anybody know about being a full-time parent, you don't have time for yourself. Even right now, I'm neglecting my children to a degree making this video and not watching what they're doing. So I have to basically go back there and see what they're doing. But I'm multitasking. As you see, I'm picking up stuff, cleaning up stuff, cleaning up messes, trying to keep the house in order. I just fed them breakfast. So it's like I'm trying to do everything I can to keep things up. Very little time for me. I'm just, you know, at the level that, okay, this is what's going on. You know, I look at my babies, you know, my babies are babies. You know, here they go. You see them? They here in my bed, in my spot, doing everything. Give me that. Why you eat that? You don't eat that. You didn't have to eat that. Give it to me. Put it in my hand. Okay, there you go. Okay. I love you too now. Finish. Get something to clean your hand with. Go get the wipes. You can't find the wipes back here. Get them in the front and get them. Okay, I can't talk right now. I'm doing a video. So the situation is, you know, my children are my children. They're gonna do what they do, and that's pretty much it. The wipes is in there. Look, go back in there. The wipes are in there, Tamona. Go back. Okay, look, right here. You have to learn how to be resistant. Look, where the wipes? Look under the bed. Look in that area. Okay, I'm not having the best time. Right, there you go. Open up, give your sister, wipe your hands, I'll put it in the garbage. I'm exhausted. Gotta clean their room up. Gotta keep things in order. The fan broke, so I had to get another fan. I tried to let the mother do her thing with the fan. And of course, she didn't put it together right. So I gotta deal with that nonsense. I'm all over the place. I'm just kind of, you know, like I said, I'm kind of sad because my instructor passed away and I just got wind of it. And you know, everybody have their way of dealing with it. I haven't seen his children since they was babies. And I pretty much babysitted them and took care of them for a long time. So I should have a real close bond, but none of them reach out to me. And I can't get mad, you know. Children gonna do what they want to do and that's it. So, you know, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. Like Karen, she like a registered nurse now. Arian is actually in his 40s. He's that knucklehead in his 40s. And then Caleb, I used to carry that boy and take care of him. And then, you know, all the babies are grown. You know, I used to change their diaper, take care of them. It's just crazy. And it's like, you know, that's pretty much what motivated me to take care of my family, looking at how I took care of so many other people, children. And, you know, people who know me know how my heart is when it comes to protecting children, looking out for children. So you got people talking all kind of shit and saying things wrong. But people who know the truth need to speak out and brag about wise Nubian, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm going to get off. Excuse me anyway, I had the camera, but this is just real life. I'm just kind of talking the way I feel, and, you know, I got a lot on my mind, and, you know, I need to build a family. I need to get a tight-knit family, and I'm going to do what I need to do to make that happen. Okay, this is Wise Nubian signing off.